I'm here with the Boy Wonder as well as Doublelift. This is the first day of the summer split of the LCS, and Pobelter. What's that feel like to be playing with the Doublelift now?
But it feels good. I don't know. I respect him as a player. He does well. He's nice to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all there is.
Is he nice? I've heard that he's not that nice to his teammates. This is what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, that was before my time, so I don't really concern myself with certain things that were written before my time. So I don't know. Yeah.
Fair enough. Doublelift. Okay, so I think a lot of people looked at CLG and they, saw the conversation, and you even had been vocal in the past about systemic issues with the team and all that kind of thing, and maybe people had suspected that there'd be more than one roster change. Pobelter now coming in here, but only the one so far, and I guess a new coach. So is this enough? I guess should fans feel like this is enough to bring the real golden age or whatever?
The real golden age or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think this was definitely the most seamless change I've ever had with CLG. Is well, at a glance, you think mid's super important. Okay, we've had Link for 3 years, and it's going to be really crazy to change. But then turns out Eugene's really good, and he's a carry mid laner, where Link was the support mid laner. And you'd think that the change would be really big. It'd be like, wow, now we have to learn how to play the game differently. But it actually just makes the game a lot easier to play, especially in this meta. Having a mid laner that does a lot of damage and is willing to make aggressive plays, I think is really important. So it just shows that Pobelter's really capable as a mid. And then we have Chris now, our new coach, and I think that was one of the smartest decisions the org has ever made. So with him, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but everything about the team is just a lot better. It's more efficient. It feels better. It's more fun to be with, and you just feel like you're always making progress day to day. Before, you can never really tell. You'd be like, "Oh, are we getting better? Are we improving?" Well, we'll find out next time we play in LCS and win or lose. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go out and say we're the best team now. It's no, but I'll back up what Zion and Afro said, and I think we'll be top 3 at the end of the split. Yeah.
Pobelter, I know you're new to the team, but maybe this is a good question to ask you since you have a new perspective. So many people, we've heard from 3 of your teammates that say the top 3. Skara said something about them being top 1, top 3, something like that, the split as well. And yet this is the same thing we've heard consistently. So you've come in, you've got a fresh take on everything. What do you think?
I like to set expectations low so that you usually meet or exceed them. Because if you set high expectations and fail them, then it's always a disappointment. So top 10, baby. Yeah. Top 10.
Top 10. So this is something. How does top 10 work with the auto relegation thing? So are you still top 10 if you get auto relegated?
All right, 9th.
Okay.
top 9.
Okay, top 9. And this is obviously something that you've gained while being on Winter Fox.
Yeah, I guess top 9. Well, shit, even top 7 would be an improvement over Winter Fox, and I think we can achieve that.
Yeah.
Eugene's always exceeded his own expectations, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, it's good to talk about that because a lot of people, Pobelter, and maybe I'm not saying I feel this way, but a lot of people have said, Pobelter was supposed to be this young guy. He was supposed to be this all-star mid laner that was supposed to get unleashed on the LCS, and he's never really lived up to the initial hype of him being this really good player. What do you think about that? Do you think that you are, and it's just you've been held back by having a tough roster to work with, or where do you think you actually are, and where do you fit in the NALCS?
I would like to preface this by saying that I think it's really stupid that these fucking gold players on Reddit, they talk Pobelter's not actually good. I watch every LCS game, and with my superior analysis and knowledge of League of Legends, I know that he's overrated. Yeah. And I just read it, and I feel disgusted, because
in yourself, probably, right? Because these gold players know more about you than yourself.
It's just infuriating to read these comments about me, and people are no, he's not actually that good. Because to me, I am so really confident in myself. I think that I'm really good. And when I read these comments that people say I'm not really good, it makes me angry. And so, I don't know. I try to ignore what people write about me, and I try not to care, but I guess it does affect me a little bit. And, I just always want to try and, be objectively like do well every game, like make sure that no one can say anything bad about me, I guess.
So you believe in yourself. How good are you though? How much do you believe in yourself? I mean, because now we're at a point where we've got like Incarnation, we've got Bjergsen, we've got like a lot of people say Phoenix, as soon as he learns how to play like he does in scrims, he's going to be like the best player. How good are you in North America right now?
Well, we'll see as the season progresses, but I think feels like mid lane right now, you can't really, there's not that much of a difference between like a good mid laner and a bad laner, or at least not as much as there used to be. So, I mean, I don't know, like, I think I'm in the upper half at least. Like, yeah.
I mean, Incarnation and Bjergsen are both supposedly good mid laners, and there was 100 CS difference between them in that first game. So I can tell I know what you mean.
Well, so everyone's saying that Incarnation's like this super good, you know, like he's gonna be the best over here. But I personally, I don't see a difference in like mine or his or mine credentials. That's like terrible grammar, but I don't know. Basically, like, he's never played a professional game before until today. I've like never shown up too consistently before, or like ever, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know. It just feels like I don't understand why he is given so much more like respect than me. I guess. Well, okay. I guess maybe it's because I've been around for a while and haven't done so well. Yeah. But I don't know. I think I'm good.
I feel like if you asked Thorin or Monte Cristo about that, they'd be able to give you an answer. Strong opinions about Incarnation. Shit. Strong opinions, I think.
Oh, yeah, I don't. They do a talk show, yeah, right?
Yes, yeah, that's true. They do. Pobelter, I have to say goodbye to you for a moment because you have to go run off and do something else, and then I'm going to continue to interview Doublelift, unfortunately. But do you have anything you would like to say to all the people, new CLG fans that are or new Pobelter fans from CLG, or anybody out there that is going to be watching you play in the LCS?
I might have said some stupid things in this interview. I just kind of let the pent-up frustration within me come out in this interview with you, Travis. So hope I haven't offended anyone. Hope I haven't said anything too stupid. Yeah. And thanks to our sponsors, Razer, iBuyPower, HyperX, CelluCore, and Twitch.
Yeah, nice. Sounds like you have a lot to prove for yourself, and I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much. Now goodbye.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Doublelift, we're back.
Great entry or exit.
Yeah, I know. That was the sickest I think I've ever seen. Thank you, Pobelter. All right, let's now just finish out this interview. El Tradicionado. Yeah, exactly. Doublelift and Travis back again. Okay, so I felt like at the end of the last split, you were feeling really frustrated. You had said in other interviews and that kind of thing that you were sort of questioning, you know, you kept playing and you're like, what is going on, you know, because you kept playing and the results hadn't really increased. I mean, have you recovered from that? Are you back in this? Is your state of mind going well going into this split?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm a lot more happy with the way things are going now, but I had the same frustrations as Pobelter just said, but like probably multiplied by like 5. So, you know, he said that people will just armchair theorycraft that like he's like overrated, or that, you know, he's not showing up, or he's not playing very well, blah, blah, blah. You know, why does everyone like him? That's like the same thing that I was going through, where it's like, because CLG's losing, then like I just get blamed for everything, or I get blamed for a lot. And I just hate seeing that. Like, I don't care how good you are at the game or whatever, but it just doesn't make any sense. I think I've always played pretty well. And it's really discouraging to like try to keep going when the results don't show anything. And yeah, I guess it was just super discouraging. And I was facing like the choice of, do I want to keep going as a pro player, or do I want to just like stream and make millions? And it's really hard, you know, because like one of them is following your dream, and the other one is following, like, I guess logically it makes more sense, like career-wise, to just go stream, you know, make money. But that's not me. Like, I just want to win. I want to make worlds, and I want to prove everyone wrong. So I just decided that, and I just said, okay, I'm going to keep trudging along. And then after we made some changes, after we picked up Eugene, and then we picked up Chris as our coach, I felt like, okay, well, this is just be like the split where we can change the way CLG writes history, which is that we always mess up at the end.
Yeah.
And I think that we can do that finally. Link's been great for 3 years, but I guess now that we have Eugene, I'm just a lot more confident because as a backline player, it's so much easier to do what I do when there's another threat. And yeah, like I said, Eugene is such a carry mid laner. Like you just saw that game, man. He was going off. Like they like all dove for me, and then I died, and Eugene just like 1v5. So I'm like super confident in him, and I'm really glad that we made the changes that we did. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way things are going.
Kind of my last question for you is that you in the past have talked about, and a lot of people have discussed the fact that CLG seems to ping pong back and forth between this like, oh yeah, we're going to try to have Doublelift play more of a support AD carry or try not to carry, and we're not going to do like the carry the Doublelift or protect the Doublelift thing. And then eventually it always goes back to protect the Doublelift. You go back and forth between these things. Like now that you have Pobelter, does that change anything? Or are you going to still be kind of the person that people point to and say like, oh, he's the real carry of the team? Or how should CLG fans expect to see you guys play the split?
Well, I think it's really dumb to lock yourself into some one-dimensional play style. Like, I was never a fan of just playing Protect the AD all the time, and I would, like, rarely, if ever, I can only remember, like, once or twice where I pushed the team to be like, okay, we're going to run Protect the AD, because I thought it was just OP at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think it first off, it doesn't make any sense for me personally, right? Just think about it. Like, I would not push the team to do that because it puts so much pressure on me. It's like, oh, well, now I have, like, all this pressure to perform, and if I mess up once, then we're probably going to lose the game. So,
yeah, but you have the big ego, right? So clearly you think you're the best person on the team.
Yeah,
this is what people would say.
Yeah, I know. So, well, I don't know. Their logic just like doesn't add up, I guess. You could say I have a big ego, but I'm like totally fine playing supportive ADs. In fact, like I spammed Ashe like for 2 weeks. These last couple weeks, like all I played was supportive ADs like Ashe and Sivir, and I don't really mind it at all, and I have a lot of fun doing that. I guess I just want to see good results, and it doesn't really make any sense to have a supportive AD and a supportive style mid laner who doesn't make big, risky, aggressive moves. So it didn't really work for us with Link. But now I think Eugene is just super good for the team. And Chris is really good for having us work together. So I don't know. The changes we made are just so good. I can play anything. Obviously, like I'm still always down to be the big carry on the team. Like I can do that anytime. Yeah. But also being a supportive AD on the team has never been as fun as it is right now. And I think the meta right now is supportive ADs. Like Kallista's utility, Ashe's utility, Sivir's utility, Urgot's utility. Like that's just what's OP right now. And I don't have any problem playing with those champions. And I have a lot of fun actually doing it because it just lets me see how good Eugene is, and he's really good.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans out there?
Well, not much other than thanks for supporting us, and hopefully we can prove you guys that we're still pretty good. I think we're really good. So shout outs to our sponsors, Twitch, HyperX, Cloud, Cellucor, Razer, and NZXT, and Abbott Power. Boom.
Boom. You always say the boom at the end like you're so impressed with yourself.
It's so hard, dude.
Because you have so many great sponsors, right,
yeah.
Doublelift? Yeah.
I have really bad memory. That's the problem.
Bad memory, great sponsors.
Yes.
Okay.
Bad memory, great sponsors.
Here you go. Your general manager will thank me for that later. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at GameSpot.com/LOL.